Hey guys, welcome to this video. I'm Sabrina. I've been really loving sharing with you guys my top 5 products in different categories in makeup and beauty. I'm going to be sharing with you guys my top 5 face powders. I feel like face powders are something that are a little bit underlooked. They're not like super fancy or anything like that, but they're such a necessity for all skin types. I think it's a must if you want your makeup to look smooth, last longer, and stay in place. I think a powder is a must, whether you're dry or oily. So these are the best in my opinion. From coverage, loose, to setting your makeup, there's a good mix in here for everyone. So keep on watching if you want to see. So this is probably my favorite face powder. It's probably the one I use the most in my everyday kind of routine. This is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder in Fair. That's a shade I have. This one is not like a high coverage powder, but you do get the blurring of any discoloration and then a little bit more like that added brightness with the pigment. It's the most finely milled powder, so it's so smooth and lightweight feeling under the eyes. It's not drying, it's not going to cling to any dryness on your face. This powder's purpose for me is just setting. It does an amazing job setting my concealer, locking in place so it doesn't crease over the day, and then it just gives me that added blurriness effect to my skin. When you touch it, it's so smooth and silky. It doesn't feel thick in pigment either. It's just like that thin micro veil. Another powder that I really love is the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish Natural Powder. This is in the shade Medium. It's a beautiful, very natural, non-detectable powder. It doesn't look like you're wearing powder on your face, especially if you're dry skinned or you have more fine lines on your face and you're scared to dip into the whole powder world. This is amazing, and it's not mattifying. It gives that very natural looking skin look. It will set, it will give you like a light to medium coverage. Alright, so another powder we have here, this is the Bare Minerals Bare Pro Performance Wear Powder Foundation, and I have it in the shade Warm Light 07. This one has such a smooth, like more creamy powder texture. This is my go-to when I'm just wearing concealer and I just want to pop a little powder, especially in the summer. I love this. It looks beautiful on the skin. This is more of like a foundation powder. I would say it's a medium coverage. It gives me a little bit more coverage than the other powders, but then also does a good job setting my makeup. This is not a mattifying powder. Once again, it has a very natural skin look. That's the typical powders that I prefer, even though I can get a little bit more shiny over the day. I just like my skin to look very natural and glowy. No surprise, Bare Minerals does really good powders. I just always prefer pressed powders when I'm wanting to get the coverage, so this is one I like in particular. Next product is the Glossier Powder. This is a loose powder. I have it in the shade Light Medium. This one's a typical powder that has that mesh. I like how it has a stopper so it's not so messy. This is a very unique formula, very different than what I have in my collection. This powder is so natural, and when you put it on, it doesn't even look like you put powder on, and almost like melts into the skin when you put it on, and then it just like blurs, sets, but then keeps your skin looking like that cream product on. This is a must in my collection, either when my skin's just feeling a little bit extra dry and I know putting a different powder is just going to accentuate it more, or if I'm just really digging how my makeup's looking, I like the natural glow that's happening and I don't want to take away from that. I'm going for more of that dewy makeup look. I'll go for this one. The thing I love about this, because it just kind of melts into your skin and becomes almost like a cream. Cream products lay really nicely on it. Also, if I've been wearing my makeup all day and I'm going out in the evening or something, then this is really good just to touch up and kind of like control the oil. Not get rid of it, but just control it. Okay, my last powder. I'm wearing it today. I know you can't really tell ever with powders. So this is the NYC Smooth Skin Loose Face Powder, and I have it in translucent. It's the typical like Laura Mercier setting powder color. It's that bone kind of white, so you're not going to get any white casts with this. It's a little bit messy in product. Oops, see, it goes on my bed because it doesn't have a capture in the lid, but I usually just take from what's in the lid. This powder will last you so long. I love translucent powders when I'm just already happy with the coverage I have. I don't want to add anything to it. I just want to set my makeup in place. This is so good. It's not too mattifying, but it's enough to really set your makeup in place. This one's also a really good product to bake with if you're into that. I used to do that a lot, so that one's good. So those are all 5 of my powders. Again, I feel like it's a good mix of different types of powders that I have in my collection. I try not to have so many of like the same thing in my collection, keeping it a little bit more minimal. So I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my recommendations. So if you did enjoy this video, give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below so you can stay tuned for my videos. I upload every single week, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Still get butterflies every time we speak.
them dreams.